What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to another video in my channel. So in today's video, I will show you the best Facebook ads testing strategy. We'll first go over the principles, and then I will show you live on the ads manager how to go ahead and set it up. So first we'll be using an ABO campaign simply because ABOs work better for testing. For those that are not familiar with ABOs, it's essentially ad set budget optimization. So we will be controlling the budget on the ad set level. The second thing is testing creatives only. We're not going to split audiences and stuff like that. We'll be using one creative per ad set. This is for the creative testing. The rule of thumb that we're going to be following is each ad set that reaches 25 to 50% above our target cost per result, we'll turn it off. And lastly, if it works, we'll go ahead and duplicate this ad set to a scaling CBO. So with that being said, let's jump into my ads manager and I will show you how to set it up. Alright, so the first thing, let's go ahead and click on create campaign and then simply select your objective. For this example, I will be selecting leads, hit continue, then switch to manual setup option over here and click continue. Let's call this campaign testing ABO. Scroll down and make sure that this is turned off, and then let's jump into our ad set over here. So here, simply select the conversion location, whether it's website leads, instant forms, whatever you use, or if you have a sales campaign, then simply select your pixel and then select purchase. Then we'll scroll down and we'll turn on dynamic creative. In some ads managers, it might say flexible ad instead of dynamic creative, so it's basically the same thing, so simply go ahead and use that instead. The daily budget will be at least $15 to $25 per day. Overall, my recommendation for e-commerce stores will be at least spending 50% of your average sale price or product price. Scheduling for the next day, obviously, to 12 a.m. Here in the audience control, we're going to switch back to original audience options and click use original audience. We'll start by selecting the location that we want to target. So I will do United States. Then you can define age and gender. I personally don't do it and I focus on interest targeting. But if you know for a fact that your potential clients are in a certain age and gender, you can go ahead and filter it by simply clicking on edit and selecting the age and gender. Let's jump into our detailed targeting, which this is where we're going to be selecting our interests. So what you want here is to stack between 5 to 10 good interests that are very broad but very relevant to what you're trying to promote. So let's say I'm in the carpet cleaning niche. So first I will go for carpet cleaning and see if it's available. It is. We'll click on that. Then I will click on the suggestions and I will see what else comes up. Cleaning is a little bit too broad in my opinion. Housekeeping can be relevant, so I can select that. Cleaning agent as well. We can do spring cleaning, commercial cleaning, and we can do carpet as well. So we have a stack of 6 different interests. That's good enough. The next thing we're going to do is to turn off detailed targeting expansion. And as you can see, it's still quite a big size, about 50 million people, which is good enough. Languages will be filtering that based on the language of our ad. So in our case, it's going to be English. All right. And placements, we always keep them on automatic placement. So last thing, I just want to name my ad set so I will know that, okay, this ad set means this. So I'll type in interests, then I will do US, then I will type in 18 plus, and lastly, I will type in video 1. So in this ad set, I will be only uploading video 1, and that's why I want to put the name of the video also on the ad set level. Now let's go ahead and jump into the ad. All right, and here we'll type in video 1. I'll also add copy 1 to 4 and headline 1 to 4. That's usually how I test, but if you are on a very low budget, then you can just test 1 to 2 ad copies and headlines. So do copy 1 4, headline 1 to 4. Cool. So now let's scroll down, and here we're going to upload our video. So we'll just upload one video, and then in the primary text we're going to put in copy 1, copy 2, 3, and 4. The same thing we'll do in the headline 1, headline 2, 3, and 4. Cool. Now everything else here kind of stays the same. If you run traffic to your website, then simply put in your website link and make sure to choose the right call to action. So if you're not sure which one to select, simply go for learn more. And this is our initial setup. What we'll do right now is we'll duplicate this ad set, let's say 2 more times. I'll select 2 duplicates, hit duplicate. Now I want to go ahead and click on edit each ad set, and I want to edit the name. So this will be video 2 and this will be video 3. All right, cool, and save to draft. And I will basically just go to the ad itself, right? So I'll go here to video 3. First, I will change the name here to video 3. Scroll down and I will click here on select videos. I will deselect the first one and then I will select video 3 here. And I will do exactly the same to the last ad, which is video number 2. So again, we'll be putting this 2 and here we'll be selecting video 2. Everything stays the same. The copy, the targeting, everything stays exactly the same. The main reason for it is because nowadays the targeting of Facebook. It's not like it was before. With all the privacy updates, the laser targeting options are not available anymore. So you simply need to give a hint to Facebook what is the most relevant audience for you, and it will know to who to show your ads to. And overall, nowadays, broad targeting works better than laser targeted audience. Another thing that most people don't know about is that Facebook also targets based on your ad creative. So Facebook can read and understand what your ad is about as well as your copy. So it's also doing your targeting based on that and not just based on the interest that you've selected. So that's why split testing between different interests is kind of a waste of time nowadays, and that's why you should be focusing just on testing creatives. So let's go ahead and close this really quick. And now, as you can see, this is the structure that you are going to have. So remember the rule that I mentioned before. We'll be running these ads, and each ad set reaches 25 to 50% above our target cost per result. We're simply going to turn this one off, and we'll know that, okay, this video or this creative doesn't work. And the ones that will work well, we want to go ahead and duplicate them into a scaling CBO. You simply click on duplicate, and then you select existing campaign or you create a new one. And on the campaign level, you make sure to select CBO, which is campaign budget optimization. You want to start at least with 100 to 200 bucks per day, and you keep doing the same process. As soon as you have a profitable ad set in your testing campaign, you simply duplicate that into a scaling CBO. I will have a separate video about the scaling CBO to explain exactly how that works, but for the most part, it's super simple. You simply duplicate it into that campaign and you just let it run, and 90% of time it works very well and it's pretty consistent and scalable. Last thing before we finish, I want to go over some of the KPIs. So the most important things that you should be looking at will be CPM, CPC, and CTR. So during this testing time that you're running these ad sets, you want to make sure that your cost per link click doesn't go above $2. If it does, then you have to scrape this off, work maybe on your targeting or the ad creative, and then relaunch it. The industry standard for a link click on Facebook ads is about $1 to $2. So if you pay a high price, even if you have the best product ever, you will simply not get enough conversions. So make sure to keep that in mind. All right, and that's pretty much it for my testing strategy. Go ahead and try it yourself. It's super simple, convenient, and it's scalable. If you did find some value in this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out some more resources down in the description. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and until the next one, peace.